please. Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention, please? We're just about to get going with the launch of this book. My name is Dominic Taylor from the Limerick Writers Centre, and I'd like to welcome, first of all, the Mayor, Daniel Butler, for attending here today, and also yourselves for coming. I'd like to say a little bit, both as a publisher and as a rat banner, that I'm delighted to have been able to help a fellow rat banner, Mark Liddy, with the publication of his book, The Centenary of the Curfew Murders. Of course, I'm well aware of the strong literary history of the Liddys, having published 6 collections of poetry by his brother John. As regards Mark's book, what I'd like to say, it is hard to write, and it is harder to keep writing. And I think we have a passionate author who knows something of the blood, sweat and tears that goes into researching and writing a book like this. What Mark offers us in this book is a genuine looking at a period in Irish history that helped shape the Ireland in which we live today. For many young people, the War of Independence is little understood, and like the recent conflict in the North, has been obscured by the use of language. So we owe Mark a debt of gratitude for bringing this period of Irish history into new life. Mark brings his historian's eye to give a powerful exploration of significant events in the difficult history of the War of Independence in Limerick. Through personal and family recollections, he gives us moving accounts of the murder of Joseph O'Donoghue on the 7th of March 1921 and its aftermath, an event that was somewhat obscured and overshadowed by the deaths on the same night of the 2 mayors, Michael O'Callaghan and Saoirse Clancy. This vivid and timely book brings Joseph O'Donoghue and his death to the fore and puts it centre stage. Mark has given a voice to Patrick O'Donoghue that has been silent for too long and brings us the stark, chilling reality of his death. I hope through the tremendous work of researching and writing this book that Mark has kindled a new interest in the life and death of Joseph O'Donoghue and the sacrifice he made. I'd like to wish Mark every success with the book and any future writing he engages in. So join me in welcoming Mark Liddy to the microphone.
He was running off with my speech. Mr. Mayor, ladies and gentlemen, it's great to be here. For me, I believe today will be go down in the memories of this famed club of the borough, the black and white and the field of dreams for all those that graced it. And for me, it's a kind of a coming home to contribute to the history of this club and to come full circle from the soccer to the literature and history of our area where we all live in. So for me, it's a new beginning and an addition for the club and its history to go forward. It's great to be launching the book here. So, I welcome my brother John, my sisters, and Casilda, my Anam Cara, whose patience was tried in the last 2.5 years in writing this book, so I honour my beloved. I also welcome my nephews and the extended Liddy family. My respects to the O'Donoghue, O'Callaghan and Clancy families of their patriotic dead. I extend a warm welcome to my friends, the talented musicians, Vicky Dunne and Paddy O'Connor, for their contribution here today. While remembering all our people who are no longer with us, I thank my friends, neighbours, the Janesboro community, and those of you I see here today for your contribution to this book. Suffice to mention Des and Annette Long of the Limerick Republican Graves, related to Brendan Nash of Daly Avenue, Janesboro, who made the original bust of Joseph O'Donoghue for the memorial plaque. I thank Helen and Mary of Polyprint, Cotton Street, Mary for her diligence in preparing the work for publication, and the memorial plaque memento card which is in the book. I thank the Dominic Taylor and Lottie Bender of the Limerick Writers Centre for the book and its design. And thank you to Marion for being today handling the book sale. Lastly, I thank Nigel Casey and Johnny Clancy for the use of the Janesboro Football Club facilities. And I now ask Johnny to accept a picture, historical intent from me as a gift to this club of today's occasion. And I'll ask the Mayor of Limerick, Daniel Butler, to present it on behalf of the Janesboro Club to Johnny. Now, we'll try and get into it a little bit. Despite the delays, I think today is a good day for the book launch. As we commemorate Easter week of 1916, Rising, and its proclamation for an all-Ireland Irish Republic. I believe today is also World Book Day. And now about the book, Centenary of the Curfew Murders, 1921 to 2021. Before I begin, let us take a moment of reflection, Machnav Oscuelga, to honour the memory of Joseph O'Donoghue, Michael O'Callaghan and Saoirse Clancy. And to help us in our reflection, I call upon Mickey Dunne and Paddy O'Connor. community and its diverse walks of life of the people living here. This is another example of Gaelic Ireland in a working class community, and I'm so proud to know them as my friends, and their music over the years is one of those events in your life where you will always remember, and they hand it back to the children of the area and to keep Gaelic Ireland alive and well in Janesboro. Now, we write history so the past becomes tomorrow. 101 years ago in Limerick, during the War of Independence, volunteer Joseph O'Donoghue, Councillor Michael O'Callaghan, ex-mayor, and Alderman Saoirse Clancy, mayor, were murdered in the early hours of Monday, excuse me, the 7th of March 1921, by members of the Black and Tans and auxiliaries with RIC support. The atrocities carried out by the Crown forces became known as the Curfew Murders. The book, Centenary of the Curfew Murders 1921-2021, is a journey to remind oneself of that momentous era in Irish history and of the tragic events that transpired, which had a profound and divisive change for the island of Ireland, a change that still resonates in the lives of the Irish people today. Writing about the Curfew Murders led me to focus on Joseph O'Donoghue and his connection with the Liddy family in Tiggunfáine, Janesboro. My grandparents, Joseph and Bridget Liddy, my uncles, aunts, and my father, Marcus Liddy, who was 8 years of age at the time of his murder, who never forgot the prod of the English bayonet on the stairs in Tiggunfáine. For my Uncle Rory, on the 50th anniversary of the Curfew Murders, it was some justice served by his presence as the Mayor of Limerick. I now call on my brother John to recite a poem, Avenues of Noble Names, page 25.
Avenues of Noble Names. New generations, new ways of thought. Frank O'Connor. Nothing stirs except for the territorial claims of dogs in back gardens and the low banter of men dispersing after the pub ritual. I am alone amongst a roll call of names, each with his fault speaks to me of noble attributes, a country and its inhabitants greater than the egotism of the individual. This is MacDonagh, the spine of the estate, full of children's screams for Maggie to get off the ice as they steer a plastic bucket or cardboard sled from O'Donoghue to Colbert into McDermott, the chase ending with Connolly or Casement, Clark or Daly, the schoolmaster Pearse. What a parish of men for company, brave and inspirational, who envisaged a proclamation for all in a free country. Its fourth paragraph speaks now of missed opportunity when it should have had its day, after independence, forgotten in civil war, blinded by power, lost along the way. Yet they speak of what has been achieved, a people's ability to discover its backbone, not slip on the slope of what's been thieved, but steer an enlightened course, return again to the hilltop of good cheer and magnanimity. Look to those names, ask what they sought, may their vision lead us to a shared unity. Go to Mila Margaret.
Now, my hope for the book is that it stands on its own merits, contributes to the local history of Janesboro and its community, with its avenues of noble and patriotic names, remembers and acknowledges some of the people of the many who over the years perpetuated and were the custodians from the Limerick Republican plot through anniversaries, masses, the name of O'Donoghue Avenue, the dedication of all the rails and the memorial plaque of the lasting memory and legacy of Joseph O'Donoghue in Janesboro, Limerick and nationally. Arieste, Gorev and Anam Deelish. And now to conclude, I will refer back to our talented musicians, Paddy and Paddy. Thank you very much.
Mark Liddy's lads. Mark Liddy. Oh yeah,
Mark.